Just as we start, we choose to begin the process of yoga, taking a moment of stillness. And from this stillness, releasing any unnecessary tension in the face. Especially being mindful in the center of the eyebrows, the temples, the jaws, where we carry the tension, the struggle. From this stillness, starting to feel, to be involved in the breath process. Allowing the inhalation to expand and extend in the base of the spine, all the way up to the side, back and front rib cage. Allowing the movement of the diaphragm, chest muscles, allowing the breath to softly penetrate the space behind the heart, maybe to go all the way through the throat, to the base of the palate, to the base of the mouth. Allowing the stillness to be the anchoring point, the place where we feel safe, supported, stable. In this place, allowing the breath to become a little bit more creative, elongated inside the lungs. More air, more chi, more prana is coming into the lungs in a slow motion. And more air is coming out of the lungs, releasing any tension or struggle in the upper trapezius or the inner shoulders. Mindfully pulling our tailbone down, our navel in, releasing the lower back to be quiet, to be peaceful. Allowing gravity to release also any tension that we carry in the inner thighs, behind the knees, between the toes. Allowing the palms to create the Namaste Mudra, the symbol, the gesture of bowing, of devotion, of intention. Allowing the collarbones to be a natural extension of Anahata Chakra. Again and again. Babahu Purushakaram Shankha Chakra Siddharinam Sahasra Shirasam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjali. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Detaching the palms and allowing the back part of the palms to land again on the inner knees. We're going to explore today how it feels to stay close to the earth, this earth, watery kind of sensation in the practice, opening the shoulders and the hip joints, elongating the spine, expanding the upper body. Next exhalation, keeping the sitting bones attached to the cushion or the yoga mat, we're going to start to come to a forward extension. Slowly elongating, placing the fingertips or the full palms on the ground, whatever supports you more. Releasing the tension from the neck. And exhale, allowing our fingertips or palms to shift our body weight there to the pelvis. And then we inhale, allowing more space to elongate our front spine. Three more deep breaths, releasing the groins, the inner hips, the thighs down to the earth. Allowing strength and mobility along with space and stability to start playing inside the body. Releasing any unnecessary tension and struggle. Next inhalation, starting to take the fingertips closer to the body, keeping the spine straight and moving from the chest, not from the lower back, all the way up. Finding the alignment of the shoulders above the hips, inhaling again, and while exhaling, twisting to the right, either placing the fingertips behind and close to the sacrum, or binding the right hand into the inner thigh. The left hand is supporting the knee. Everything you understand and know about alignment, allow it to support your movements. Keep exploring the space between the inner shoulders, between the collarbones and the shoulder blades, or the area of the thoracic spine, upper back. 3 more deep breaths. Each time you exhale, you try to look for the pelvic floor, core muscles, deep abdominal area to be slightly more engaged into the practice. Exhaling back into center, the navel above the pubic, the sternum above the navel, the chin above the sternum, lifting the left arm up, rotating the shoulder, bending the elbow and allowing the hand to drop to the base of the neck. The left hand is holding the elbow and we are opening again the upper body, the armpits, softening the eyes. The tendency here to be to hyperextend the lower back and push the front rib cage forward. You're trying to release the front rib cage, allowing the lower back to stay quiet. Allowing the head to go back, opening the biceps, the front, upper arms more and more. 3 more breaths. Being more and more invested in the breath, we can explore the spaces at the end of inhalation, when the lungs are full, and at the end of the exhalation where the lungs are empty, and to linger there. To allow more space to be created. At the end of the next exhalation, following the body into a twist to the left side, either placing the fingertips behind the sacrum or binding the palms into the inner thigh. When we enter the posture of the asana, again and again we can see where is the struggle. Sometimes we are very trained, so the struggle is in very kind of mysterious points inside the body. We have to find it and to create a little bit more therapeutic intention inside. Sometimes it's in the inner organs or in the deep, deep tissue where we still carry a struggle or stress. 3 more deep breaths in the Parvarika, in the twist. See how both the hips and the shoulders are creating the same space. Exhaling gracefully, shifting back to center, allowing the left hand to lift, the shoulder to rotate, the elbow to bend parallel to the sky, The hand is dropping into the base of the neck and the right hand is supporting the elbow. Releasing the front rib cage, the tailbone, allowing the head to press back. Releasing any unnecessary tension from the face, behind the eyes. Allowing both the mind and the body to be more and more in the center of our awareness. Also the emotional body. Whatever is rising up is a part of this process. Try not to diminish or to push or to evolve beyond anything. Keep anchoring the breath and the space and the release of the struggle and the unnecessary tension. Exhaling, releasing the palms, and one more time, Yoga Mudra, a nice deep forward extension, melting the heart, rotating the shoulders. Stay mindful that you are not detaching your sitting bones from the yoga mat, so there's a backward rotation and a hip opening, and a nice elongation and expansion of the pelvis and the lumbar spine. Three more deep breaths. And see how Vinyasa can be a very peaceful, earthy, watery, and at the same time it can be a very fiery, fast version. Just remember that Vinyasa is in Sanskrit a special body, a special way to place the body in space, linking movement and breath. Next inhalation, pulling ourselves from the chest, keeping elongating forward when we lift up with straight spine. Releasing the feet, and if possible without the help of the hands, sending the right foot forward with a soft outer rotation into the lizard posture, bending the knee. Being sensitive with the back knee when it's fall down on the floor. If you need to bend your yoga mat or to place a cushion underneath your left knee in this lizard posture. Allowing the shoulders to roll back parallel to each other, to stretch the collarbones with them, and the neck is being fully released, like in downward dog, the same soft action of releasing the head and the neck down. Using the front heel and ankle to create stability in the physical system. The pelvic floor. Feel all the area of your perineum, genitals, pelvic floor, softly engaged and held in, connected to the lower core and pelvis area. It's not a contraction, it's an engagement. It's a very gentle, deep action. Next inhalation, lifting the head, placing the palms parallel to each other, shoulders width apart, tucking the back toes, detaching the knee, and following the body into downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Using the arms to stretch and to extend the front body, elevating the sitting bones, opening the hamstrings. Feeling how a downward dog is first and foremost, it's an arm balance. We are balancing on the arms, so you can already feel the preparation for a handstand, for a bridge posture, on the space and strength of the upper body. And releasing the neck more and more. 3 more deep breaths. Keep going back to your rib cage, spiraling your breath through the front, side and back rib cage. Keep remembering the diaphragm moving down and up. Inhaling deeply while exhaling, going into Ashtanga, dropping the knees mindfully, the chest and the chin, stretching the throat, elevating the bent elbows, rolling the shoulders back. Keep moving. Inhaling Bhujangasana, dropping the shoulders, looking forward or upward. The elbows parallel to the side rib cage, and the next exhalation, sitting bones to the heels, Hasta Bala Asana. Inhaling into all fours. And exhaling, twisting to the left, allowing the right arm to come diagonally and planting, landing the right shoulder down on the left and either on the sacrum or the hip joint, starting to go into a twist, parvarita, twisted all fours, allowing the back feet to stay very stable and grounded. From this stability, allowing the upper body to open, to stretch. 3 more deep breaths. Each time we exhale to create this strength, engagement, action in the center of the abdominal area. Exhaling, taking the left hand parallel to the face, pressing it, gracefully moving back to all fours, taking a moment with a round back, pulling everything in, stretching the neck vertebrae. Inhaling, elongating the belly, expanding the chest while rolling the shoulders and stretching the throat. Soft face, exhaling, Hasta Balasana. Back with a child posture. Inhaling into all fours. Tucking the toes, exhaling, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing looking down. Connecting to the left foot, sending it forward and slightly externally to the finger bend to the knee, planting the heel, mindfully dropping the back knee, keeping the alignment of the hips when we go to lizard posture. The neck and the head are dropping in between the shoulders. Whatever variation you'd like to create with your arms, if it's too close to the earth and you're not feeling comfortable here, you can always press up with the hands or like a sphinx. Press your elbows and support your face. You can use a bolster if you have. And if you are very, very open in your hips, you can really land all the way down. Really finding your own variation and adaptation. 3 more breaths. Keep allowing the stillness to anchor the front brain, the mind, into what the body is experiencing. Whatever emotions or thoughts or sensation arising from the movement of the body. An exhalation, lifting the head, planting the palms parallel to each other underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes, detaching the knee from the core muscles, shifting back, downward dog. Maybe a little bit more space in the upper thighs. Pulling the navel. Inhaling deeply, exhaling, moving from plank to Ashtanga, knees, heart, shin. Already dropping the shoulders when we glide to Bhujangasana Cobra, stretching the throat and pressing back to sit in Virasana. Allowing the hands to create a nice stand. Thumbs to the heart. And just see just how 10 minutes a day anchoring and integrating the senses with the breath, with the different layers of tissues in the body, from the skin all the way deep, deep into the liquids, can support our personality, our humanity, the journey for the day. Step.
So I'm here with Nami from Kopangan, Israel.
Yeah.
And we just practiced a little bit of your amazing vinyasa. It felt so good.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God. I love to practice with other teachers, even though I'm a teacher myself. And I love my own practice more than anything, but practicing with a really good yoga teacher to guide me into new experiences of my body and opening places that I usually don't open. It feels so great. So thank you.
Thank you. feel it's very humble to be able to take the practice from another teacher.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And that's why I'm creating this yoga festival in Ängsbacka, because I love to practice with other teachers and I love to be inspired, and I learn so much from other teachers. So in a way it's a little bit egoistic. I'm inviting the people that I'm interested in, that I want to learn from, and I've invited you.
Thank you so much for this. I'm very excited to come to the festival. This will be my first time.
Yeah. So tell me about your practice. What are you teaching?
I come from a very, let's say, starting from a very traditional yoga, going from Iyengar yoga for a few years, doing a teacher training there, moving into the traditional work of Ashtanga for like 7-8 years, working on the first, second and third series. And then around 8-9 years ago there was a shift when I was pregnant, and I started to take it softer and to be more connected to the elemental wisdom of the practice and the moon and my body. And yeah, now I consider my practice as vinyasa. Sometimes it can be very fiery and powerful, and sometimes, like we did now, much softer and more yinish and restorative.
And that's what I enjoyed about your practice, that in a way you had the detailed view on the asanas, like in Iyengar yoga, for example, that you guided me to really feel this small blockages and open on this detailed level in my body, and at the same time it was so yeah, with the elements, with the water, the wind, the earth, and so much allowing my body to be mine, my practice to be mine. Yeah,
that's very poetic.
That's how I felt.
Very poetic.
What inspires you?
I think humans really inspire me. Even though in a certain moment I can meet a human and to feel the opposite from inspiration, like to feel a lot of contraction. But then when I go into the practice, I realize that every person that I meet is kind of a messenger to show me where is my emotional wave right now. So the inspiration comes from humans that inspire my emotional system. Of course, nature is inspiring, my family is inspiring, but I think this essence of meeting humans in a vulnerable place is the biggest inspiration I have. That's the reason I'm still teaching yoga, basically.
And what is your gift to humanity?
Wow, the $2 million question. I think my gift to humanity is this very, very strong passion I have to show up fully and to be accepted and to bring this gift to the room. So even if I'm really shiny today and I'm going to my handstand or my bridge posture, or I'm in my theatrical mood, or I'm very juicy, or I'm very introverted and sad or aggressive, or whatever I'm going through, I will be accepted. So I hold a very great deep passion to feel safe, to show up as I am, and to allow other people, to inspire other people to feel like that.
We need more of that in the yoga world, definitely.
Yeah. I think to own the fact that this is the modern yoga world, and not to use it as a curse, but to understand we are kind of the rainbow tribe, and we are all fusioned with many, many techniques, also people who are yoga teachers for 15 years, and to embrace it and to honor it and allow this to, modern yoga. It means it's a lot about the emotional system, not just about the work of the mind and the work of the consciousness, not just to elevate ourselves, it's to learn how to fully initiate ourselves into life. So, yeah.
I have a memory I want to share with you about this of being in a performing mode. I know that I can do things. I know that I can practice my yoga so well, and this feeling of being good, you know? And the difference between that feeling and the actual yoga. And I had a memory from, I was 8 months pregnant, and I love to practice vinyasa. I love to practice really strong, really, really hard practice.
Yeah.
And there is a teacher from America who teaches like the most crazy vinyasas, and I was at his class in a big convention. And I had this feeling like, yeah, look at me, I'm 8 months pregnant, I'm huge, and I'm moving so freely and I feel so good. I know my practice, I know my body, I have such a control. But then after a while I really felt that I have a hard time to breathe, and actually some of these parts of this vinyasa is really hard for me to do. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to give myself a break. I'm going to lie down and I'm going to rest. And in that moment when I lay down to rest, yoga happened. And I was just crying, my heart was just opening. I felt, yeah, now my mind, my spirit and my body is in one place. Now I feel like I'm so fulfilled. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to prove anything. I don't need anything else than exactly this moment.
So beautiful. Yeah, it's a very mature moment. I feel. I really feel that as yoga teachers, which is a very, how can I say, it's such a gift that this is what you do in life. It's incredible. So as yoga teachers, just I'm saying to myself through you to remember the humans going into the room, and to create a space where, yeah, when an 8 months pregnant woman is coming into a very strong vinyasa, she feels very free and very safe to adapt and to vary it, and even to be in Shavasana through the entire class.
Yeah.
And this is something you can see in my classes. You can see people dropping to bridge postures. At the same time, people are lying on a bolster in Supta Baddha Konasana, and just to create this guideline, this safety, this is really like in life, yeah, same. Yeah, and also to say that sometimes as yoga teachers we are really, like when we grow up and mature as yoga teachers, we can say to practitioners, yeah, you can take it easy, or to listen to your body, but also to say to the people who came with a lot of fire to feel also very comfortable to shine. So also to be mindful around that. So people that come and they feel really strong and in their power. Yes, so yeah, to look at this range.
To be allowed.
Yeah, like in any other space we create in the world that is mindful and conscious.
So thank you so much, Nami, and if you want to come and practice with her and experience this amazing yoga that you're sharing, come to Ängsbacka Yoga Festival.
Yes, come. Thank you.
Thank you.
One less ticket before it's gone.
I'm so excited that you're coming.
One less summer before it's fall. Tune your strings and play your cards. Little words hit me like a game of darts, and you're